immerse, to engage wholly or deeply, to absorb, enclosure, to fence in. The effort to see virtual reality headsets as common possessions has been continuous since the 1980s. These devices share many traits with the history of the headphones. As with most, new things to add is to take away. As virtual reality technology affords us new and magical opportunities, they too may inscribe curses. In Paul Roquet's book, The Immersive Enclosure, Virtual Reality in Japan, we are exposed to VR's spells and how they may affect us. There was once a time when it would be incredibly strange to see someone voluntarily remove one of their senses from their local environment. Headphones came and distanced our connection to the local environment while also offering new connections to elsewhere. Headphones can bend space and call your friend across the world, and they can also bend time, playing classic bands' recordings. VR and headphones follow a similar path. Today, removing the sense of vision from our local environment seems so strange. At the same time, it permits us new ways to experience media and connect with others. With headphones and virtual reality, our senses don't disappear. Rather, the stimulus they receive changes, and stimulus often leads to reaction. Think, has music ever lulled you to sleep or urged you to dance? Perhaps a loud crash in a movie made you jump. Stimulating our senses may affect our emotional states and our desires. This book made me question how this concept translates into virtual reality. With headphones, we voluntarily gave up our sense of hearing. With VR, we give up our sense of hearing, sight, and sometimes more. If we are not selective with our choices of content, could advertisers, employers, or others use our senses in an attempt to influence our emotions and our desires? The Japanese word isekai means other world. In the popular story Alice in Wonderland, Alice is transported into another world, an isekai. Like Alice, our perception can be fixed on these other worlds through a variety of media. From ancient tales to modern video games and virtual reality, all have attempted to deliver us further into these alternative stories in their worlds. In The Immersive Enclosure, Paul Roquet appears to suggest that this content may condition our behavior. Has content like Cinderella or Dragon Quest conditioned some people to think and respond differently about medieval Europe? Have the fantasies of dragons and mages overcome the histories of plight and brutality? People who play these games or watch these movies may rationally be able to tell the difference between the fictional and the actual. However, how might consuming this media affect their emotive behavior? More active and less orchestrated content, like social environments, may impose great change as well. With virtual reality, people's appearance may be separated from their physical bodies. This may promote experimentation and distance from social judgment. Some may argue this is a great way to learn more about your identity. Others may abuse this opportunity. Perhaps a historically underprivileged group is found to be seen as more approachable, easier to talk to by some study. Individuals or companies may assume this identity in the virtual world. They may capitalize upon the increased engagement while being able to retreat from that appearance whenever challenges arise that are commonly faced by that group of people. The author appears to identify this opportunity and how it might reduce equality. Overall, Paul Roquet's The Immersive Enclosure left me with a perception of virtual reality that feels more balanced. Like with the hammer or any other tool, it could be used to do good just as well as it could be used to do bad. Who creates the technology, who conducts the environments, and how we use the tools all contribute to the impact virtual reality will have on our collective future. Will it be engineered to be inclusive of all varieties of, say, face structure? Or perhaps it'll be tailored for a specific type of nose? Will virtual reality encourage its individuals to find an appearance they really embrace, or will it be used by people and companies looking to portray a background without actually living it? While I believe there is merit to much of what the author might express, I believe the book would benefit if more research studies were sourced and expressed to support the validity and prevalence of these claims. In conclusion, let's lastly reflect on the term virtual reality. Virtual meaning existing in effect, though not in actual form. Reality, the quality or state of being actual. To many, Santa Claus can be considered virtual. The virtue or essence of Santa Claus affects individuals' behavior throughout the year across the globe, even though the actuality of Santa may come into question. The idea of Santa is all that must exist to affect behavior. How will the virtue of environments and the media within them affect our behavior in this reality?